It was a crisp, sunny morning in Peppa's cheerful neighborhood. The air was filled with excitement as the pig family prepared for a week full of surprises and adventures. Peppa, as always, was brimming with energy, curious about what the day would bring. Peppa woke up early, her little brother George still snoozing with his toy dinosaur tucked under his arm. She peeked out her window to see the garden glistening with dew. What a perfect day for fun, she thought, hopping out of bed. As soon as George stirred, she whispered, "Come on, George. Let's find out what Mummy and Daddy have planned for today." Peppa and George scurried downstairs to the kitchen, where Mummy Pig was sipping her morning tea and Daddy Pig was reading the newspaper. "Good morning, Mummy." "Good morning, Daddy," Peppa said, her voice filled with anticipation. "What are we doing today?" "Well," said Mummy Pig, her smile full of mystery, "there's something very exciting waiting for us at the front door." Peppa's eyes lit up. "What is it? Is it for me? Can we see it now?" "Patience, Peppa," Mummy Pig chuckled. "Why don't you and George go check for yourselves?" Peppa and George darted to the door, flinging it open to reveal a massive box wrapped in shiny, glittering paper. It was adorned with an enormous red bow that sparkled in the morning sun. "Wow!" Peppa exclaimed, her jaw dropping. "It's huge. Is it a gift for me, Mummy?" "It's for all of us," Daddy Pig explained, stepping out to inspect the box. "But we won't be opening it just yet. Let's focus on our day first." Peppa was bursting with curiosity, but she nodded. "All right, but I can't wait to find out what's inside," she said, her imagination running wild. "Maybe it's a rocket ship, or a castle, or a dinosaur." George interrupted, clutching his favorite toy and bouncing excitedly. Peppa giggled. "Oh, George, it's too big to be a dinosaur." After marveling at the mysterious gift, the pig family decided to head out for lunch. "We're trying something new today," Daddy Pig announced proudly as he started the car. "A drive-through sushi restaurant." "A drive-through?" Peppa asked, tilting her head. "What's that?" "It's a place where we order food without leaving the car," Mummy Pig explained. "It's quick and fun." Peppa was intrigued. As they approached the drive-through, she leaned out of her seat, watching as Daddy Pig rolled down the window to place their order. "Hello," said a cheerful voice from the speaker. "Welcome to Sushi Express. What would you like to order?" Peppa couldn't resist joining in. "Hello. My name's Peppa. I'd like 1 blue sushi roll, 1 pink sushi roll, and 1 orange sushi roll, please." "Peppa," Mummy Pig said with a laugh, "let's stick to a few rolls for now." Daddy Pig completed the order, and they moved to the next window to pick up their food. But just as Daddy Pig reached for the bag, he accidentally tipped it over, sending their sushi tumbling onto the ground. "Oh no!" Daddy Pig groaned. "My perfect plan is ruined." Peppa couldn't help but giggle. "Maybe next time, we should eat inside the restaurant instead of the car." The family decided to do just that. They found a cozy table inside the sushi restaurant, and Peppa loved watching the chefs roll the sushi right in front of them. It turned out to be even more fun than the drive-thru. After their sushi adventure, the pig family returned home to decorate their Christmas tree. Daddy Pig carried a tall, fragrant pine tree into the living room, and Mummy Pig brought out boxes of ornaments and lights. Peppa and George couldn't wait to help. "I want to hang the shiny baubles," Peppa declared, reaching for a box of decorations. George, meanwhile, was more interested in the tinsel, draping it around himself like a sparkly scarf. The family worked together to make the tree look magical. Daddy Pig strung the lights, Mummy Pig arranged the ornaments, and Peppa carefully placed the star at the very top. "This is the best Christmas tree ever," Peppa said, admiring their handiwork. "It's so sparkly and beautiful." As they stepped back to admire the tree, Peppa couldn't help but glance at the giant present sitting nearby. "Mummy, when can we open the big gift?" "Not until Christmas morning," Mummy Pig said gently. "But it'll be worth the wait, I promise." Peppa sighed but nodded. "All right, I'll be patient, but it's so hard." The next morning, Peppa woke up with a brilliant idea. "I'm going to put on a show," she announced to George. She gathered her tutu, a pretend wand, and her favorite stuffed animals to create what she called the amazing ballet circus magic show. Peppa twirled and leaped around the living room, performing her best ballet moves and magic tricks. George clapped and cheered, but soon he wandered off toward the garden, dragging his toy dinosaur behind him. Curious, Peppa followed him outside. "George, what are you doing?" "Secret room," George said, pointing to a cluster of bushes. He had cleared out a little space beneath them and was busily arranging sticks and leaves. "A secret room?" Peppa said, intrigued. "Can I come in?" "No," George replied firmly. "My room." Peppa crossed her arms.
Fine.
"I'll make my own secret room, and it'll be even better than yours." She searched the house for the perfect spot and eventually found a cozy nook under her bed. She draped blankets around the edges, piled up pillows, and added her favorite toys and books. "This is my secret room," she declared. "It's the best secret room ever." Later, Peppa and George ended up inviting each other to their secret rooms, turning the whole adventure into a fun game of hide-and-seek. Finally, the long-awaited Christmas morning arrived. Peppa and George woke up early, bouncing with excitement. "It's time to open the big present," Peppa said, tugging on George's hand as they raced downstairs. Granny and Grandpa Pig had joined them for the festivities, eager to see the children's reactions. The giant present sat under the Christmas tree, looking even more magical with the lights twinkling around it. "All right, Peppa and George," Mummy Pig said, smiling. "You can open the big gift now." Peppa and George tore into the wrapping paper, their laughter filling the room. Inside, they found something truly unexpected, a second Christmas tree, beautifully decorated with colorful ornaments and twinkling lights. "Two Christmas trees?" Peppa exclaimed, her eyes wide with delight. "That's amazing! Now we can have one for the living room and one for the garden." Granny Pig explained, "We thought an extra tree would make this Christmas even more special." Peppa and George were thrilled. They spent the rest of the day playing games, sharing laughs, and enjoying all the delicious treats Granny Pig had baked. As the evening drew to a close, Peppa snuggled into bed, thinking about all the wonderful moments she'd experienced that week. From the mystery of the giant present to the fun of decorating the tree, and even the silly mishap at the drive-thru, every day had been filled with laughter and love. "This was the best Christmas ever," Peppa whispered to herself. "I can't wait to see what adventures tomorrow will bring." And with that, she drifted off to sleep, her heart full of joy and excitement for the days to come.